G'day everyone, and welcome to another edition of Chris Rankin's Music Crush. A bit of a short one today. As I say, I've been flat out at work, so I haven't been able to do much, but got a brand new album to show you. A lot of my pre-orders that I pre-ordered back in late January, early February for these albums when they were coming out, I'm finally getting the physical copies, so they are taking a little while to get here, but I'm getting them now. So I just wanted to make a video to show you this and just talk about some of the new releases that came out this week as well. I'm going to try and do another video later on this evening. I'll see how I go if I have time, but anyway. So the album I got, it's a debut album by this band, Japanese speed metal, heavy metal band, really good. I had a quick listen when it was first came out onto Bandcamp. There was a couple of tracks on there. Loved what I heard, so I pre-ordered it, and so it was released on February 7th, and I've just got it a couple of days ago. Brilliant album. Maybe not quite my favourite album of the year so far, but it'll certainly make my. It'll be probably in the top half of my top 100 for sure. Great album, and I'm talking about the band. I'll take it out of the sleeve soon. There's the all-important hype sticker, I guess. I'm talking about the band Significant Point. Take it out. This is from Dying Victims Productions. If you've never got anything from Dying Victims, such a great label. Really, really good. Great customer service. You get told all the way where your shipment is, what's happening. You get a little note. I took it out before. You get a little note in with your thing. Was everything great with your order? Was everything good with your order? Let us know. Please let us know if we can fix anything, make anything better, which is just so good. But there we go. There's Significant Point. The name of the album is called Into the Storm. Brilliant stuff. The vocalist, I've forgotten his name. I'll have a look in a sec because it's on the inner. He's quite high in the register. He sings with quite a high voice, and very sincere. You know, he's probably not the best singer in the world. And the opening track, Attacker, it's funny. It's almost like they recorded that. It's almost like they recorded the album in one day, and that's the first song that they did, because Attacker, you can feel like his voice is warming up a bit. It's not quite ready to go. Probably the weakest track on the album, which is a shame because it starts out the album, but quite a high, certainly not King Diamond high, but he's up there. It's almost a power metal type voice, really. But the rest of the album is definitely speed metal, heavy metal. Very much, you can tell these guys influenced by new wave of British heavy metal sound. There's a lot of that in there. So they formed in 2011, but this is their debut that came out, as I say, February 7th came out. And I pre-ordered it back then and got it. It's great. I've listened to it quite a few times. There they are on the back. Brilliant stuff. My favourite tracks on here, if you want to check them out. Bev, Clarko Vision. This is the sort of album that you would be very interested in. Aaron, the Metal Theologian. This is down your alley as well. Thomas, Merciful Metal. Ron Haggerty. All you guys and girls will really love this. And Aaron Mutha Alamere. This is definitely down your path as well. Just classic sort of early 80s heavy metal, speed metal, definitely speed metal sound, although there are quite a few tracks that do have a bit of a mid-tempo. Really good. So my favourite songs on here would be Heavy Attack, Riders Under the Sun, You've Got the Power. As soon as I say that, You've Got the Power, I always think of the song from Transformers, You've Got the Power, You've Got the Touch, but it's not that. Death Rider, really good. And my favourite song on the album is Into the Storm, the title track. It's really, really good. Really fast, really gets ripping along. Not overly heavy. you're very much in the early 80s style, not retro, not at all, but that's the sort of sound I'm trying to get here. They're certainly not in the heavy, like blackened speed metal sound, more on the new wave of British heavy metal speed metal sound. So not overly heavy. It's not. It's more about the gallop and the rhythm and melody. So you get the inner, the lyrics. There's the guys. I think they're from Tokyo. I'm not completely sure. Japanese band. George Ito. There's the vocalist. The guys. So you got double axe attack, bass, drums. Really good, that classic sort of style of a lineup. Only on black. Like a custom label with their picture and logo on it. Significant point. Really, really good. Dying Victims Productions. They've got an album out that I'm pretty sure I'm going to get as well, that I talked about a couple of weeks ago. A band from Singapore called Witchseeker. Really, really, really good album. Really strong album. That's on their label. And Sandstorm, a band with some rather interesting artwork, and a band that I told you about a little while ago that, yeah, they wear maybe their influences a little bit too much on their sleeve, also on the Dying Victims label. But there we go, Significant Point. Really good with labels like this, where you get all sorts of little goodies. You get the upside down, of course. You get the poster. You get the postcard, you get stickers and all sorts of things. You get Dying Victim stickers, you get their little thing of what's coming out, what you can get. So yeah, really, really, really happy with this. Really good album. And as I say, I'm really starting to get some of the great albums of this year that I've pre-ordered, so I can finally show you some of the physical copies of some of these great albums that I talk about. Now, some of the new releases that I've loved this week came out on Friday. The new album by Betrayal, which is a great blend of hardcore and death metal. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant stuff. While She Sleeps will be up there as one of the best albums of the year. Fantastic album. Just full of head-banging moments all the way through, While She Sleeps. And their last album was a real cracker as well. Of course, the brand new Cannibal Corpse album that's just come out. It's good enough, is all I'll say. I don't really think Cannibal Corpse have released a great album for quite a long time. Rightly or wrongly, I'm still a little bit planted in the Chris Barnes era of Cannibal Corpse. I thought Kill was a great Cannibal Corpse album, but it's been a long time since I've been really into a new Cannibal Corpse release album. I still see them whenever they come to Perth. I still regularly see them. And, George is a great vocalist. I'm not saying anything about that. It's just, I think when Cannibal Corpse came out, in those early days, it was just right for the picking for me. I was a late teen, into my early 20s guy who was really, really just obsessed with death metal and extreme metal. So at that time, Cannibal Corpse were just perfect for me. But as time's gone on, I still always give their new albums a listen. And as I say, I loved Kill. I thought that was fantastic. And they still have some good albums. The new album, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. I just find there's nothing that really, you go, wow, okay, that's awesome. But that's fine. That's very cool. The really die-hard Cannibal Corpse fans, I know, will love it. What else is there? There's a great new album out called by the band Bushido Code called Ronin, and the artwork for it is fantastic on the cover. Really, really great artwork, bright green on white, and obviously a reference to Ronin. It's a crossover thrash band. JC from the Flip Side, I reckon you might like that album. Really, really good album. Endseeker, death metal, brand new death metal album that's come out. Intonate, a tech death band, brand new album by them that's come out. Pathfinders, which are sort of a space rock combined with groove metal, alternative metal. They've got a brand new album out. A band called Zao. They've got a brand new album, the metalcore band, brand new album out that's really good. And Spectral Wound have got a brand new album out, black metal, and also an album that came out midweek last week. I don't think I've had a chance to talk to you about it, called Mānbryne, I think. I'll put it in the description below so that my pronunciation doesn't ruin you searching for it. Black metal album called Mānbryne. There's something about this year, and we are getting some of the best atmospheric, extremely well made, well produced, great sounding black metal albums. The Cognitum one that come out, and this Mānbryne album is definitely one of the albums of the year. So good. I'm pretty likely going to order it. It's just so good, but there's just so many great albums out, it's hard to keep up and order them. So that's pretty much the new releases that came out this week that I liked. And yesterday, I'll make a video about this with the haul as well, but I just want to let you know while it's fresh. So yesterday, and I've done this before as well, I took a bunch of people, not quite as much as we had last time, but a bunch of people on a record store tour. So I took them to a select amount of record stores in Perth, and we have a good day. So I take them to all the different record stores. We have a browse for about an hour or so in each store. Stopped off, had a good lunch at a big international hawker food court place, and and then we continued on. We did the southwest part of Perth and the Fremantle area, the harbour city of Perth, where I took them to the different record stores. We have our record bags with us so we don't leave them in the car whenever we bought records at another place. And I take them to each of the record stores, have a browse, we buy whatever, and then move on to the next one. This is the third one I've done so far. Everyone had a great time, and I got a pretty good haul from it as well. So I'm hoping I can make a video this evening, and if I do, I'll show you what I got. I got a pretty decent haul and a real mix of everything, all sorts of stuff. A power pop band that I was so pleased that I got. I just couldn't believe I got something from theirs in the wild. But anyway, significant point. Japanese speed metal band. Brand new album from this year. As I say, came out on Feb 7th. I've just received the physical copy now. Heavy metal, speed metal with the higher vocals. A great album. Check it out. I'll put all the band names and album titles of the new release in the descriptions below. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry I haven't made many videos lately. This work is really crazy. We are getting a lot of domestic tourists in Perth now, so it means I'm doing a lot of tours. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all soon.